I played, and it felt like coach's confidence was returning also. I really believe we had a decent chance of turning the season around.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's
I'm showing you, man.
Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow. Takes it at the 7.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Boy, CD, you just think about this game, the magnitude of it, Week 17 playoff. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. 39 yards there, a big one. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 10 yards.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now the old pass completion. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As the So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He's going to rifle one deep. And got his man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. So back-to-back incompletion. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He's going to go up top again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let it go again. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So we've come upon half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fighting through pressure. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Broken tackle. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this this third quarter. Escaping the pressure right. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be second down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Back now in Tampa. From the gun, it's Hurts. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's just across midfield. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. They'll look to throw here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Khalil Mack. And the Saints will be behind the line of scrimmage. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On first down, Hurts. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Justin Lane there defensively that time to knock it free.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs capitalize. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he almost almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to... Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Saints, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin, along.
As you'd imagine, the locker room was hyped after that game. I had plenty of tough moments in my career, but fortunately I had a lot of great ones too. And I have to say, this was one of the better moments in my whole career. Thinking back on it now, it didn't matter what happened the rest of the season. We lost in the playoffs to a team that was absolutely stacked with talent. But that one moment was one of the best of my entire life. One piece of advice I always give to young players coming into the NFL is not to take the end of the year awards for granted. Between the star power on hand and the amazing history of the league, it's an honor to be there. I took the time to rest up and get ready for the next season. Tried to focus on getting my mind and body right, you know? And I needed it for what came next.
That was a comeback for the ages, and it was a treat to watch.
It was one of those situations where when you've been around long enough, you just start to see the game differently. It's almost like everything slows down around you. One moment that really stood out was my first time on Rich Eisen's show.
My next guest needs no introduction. Some of you may know him as the reigning NFL MVP. Others may know him as one half of everyone's favorite duo, the Heartbreak Kids. But I know you as someone entirely different. Isn't that right, Shoeless? Tell everyone at home how I single-handedly saved your career.
Yeah, that's right. You absolutely saved me at the Combine by letting me wear your Run, Rich, Run cleats.
Which I still haven't gotten back, by the way.
You know, it's funny you mention that.
Oh, my beautiful babies. What did he do to you?
Well, I didn't know how to get them back to you, and they did kind of help me get drafted in a roundabout way, so they became my lucky practice cleats.
So much for asking for those back.
Yeah, you know what? I felt terrible about that, so I figured I'd make it up to you.
What do you have here? Oh my goodness. These are amazing.
Those are custom Heartbreak Kid 3s. They're cleats, and there's only 4 guys that have them. Those are guaranteed to get you a sub-5:40 time.
This is the greatest day of my life. Thank you so much for these. Oh, geez. I've been so wrapped in the great Combine cleat caper, I forgot we have a surprise for you today as well. Someone wants to say hello.
What up, player? Peep this. On behalf of EA Sports and the Madden community, I want to be the first to welcome you to the Madden family as this year's cover athlete. Ooh, wait!
What? That is crazy. We grew up playing Madden, so this is unbelievable. So cool to snoop in the rest of EA.
It's in the game.
Yeah, I'm in the game.
Here you are.
Okay, let's get real now. I gotta ask, are you worried about the Madden cover curse?
I know some guys are gonna be mad at me, especially if I mess up early in the season, but honestly, I'm not really a superstitious guy.
Stay tuned. There's more to come with our newest Madden cover athlete.
Hey, they look good on you.
Thinking back, what part of the process did you enjoy the most?
The crowds went totally wild when all of us stepped out of the tunnel and onto the field. Talk about a major adrenaline rush. It was just after camp, and Coach called me in to talk about the preseason games. I didn't think anything of it at the time.
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA
showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just... victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaud, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on...
Repeated. The press were eager to learn more. But it was still preseason, and little did I know the impact my answer would have down the road. I got a note the assistant GM wanted to see me a few weeks later. I thought I might be in trouble, but turned out to be something totally different. The assistant GM made his notes and thanked me. You can imagine my surprise when I read later that we'd actually signed him. The next day, we were doing the meet and greet in the locker room when Coach came in and told us to suit up. We had a training plan, and once we had our cleats laced up and our helmets on, we hit the practice field.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good. Let's make up for that today and have a great one.
Cowboy 80!
Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
Let's go now. Family Lion.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this.
Ready, go.
Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with
Let's
this.
go. 19.
Turn this yeah, for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash.
Ready, break.
Ooh, then I did the dash. Then I kept your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself. It's a solo.
Here we go. Shot.
I'm turning up the court. I the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the
60
cool
Eagles.
little
60
man, and I
Eagles.
made it
Ready.
All right, man, let's go. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common: great practice habits. Today was a great practice, and if we do that every day, there's no reason we can't win a championship.
If practice makes perfect, then we just had one that was close to ideal, and we weren't the only ones who thought so. We'd made a big splash in the preseason. The regular season was just a week away. Time to ride the wave and hope we don't wipe out.
Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Seattle Seahawks versus Jalen Hurts and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So the new season upon us, every team, of course, big expectations, but the expectations are a little different for this offense. They've got one of the most talented teams in all of the National Football League. They think big things are on the way.
And I got a call from another coach in the league partner who jokingly, and maybe half-jokingly, was asking, did they take the offseason off? Because all I keep hearing is how they're having great practices, and I told him I've heard the exact same thing. People have told you and me that they're like a well-oiled machine already. So the only concern that we're both going to have, with all that talent running around on offense and more being added, there's only one football to go around. If they keep ego out of it, they should be one of the top offenses in the league.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it with Carson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson has it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 8 yards for... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Flushed out right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. He's at the 30.
Take off your helmet and give me a
he's
kiss.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
Come on now.
And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly...
And now this offense gets ready to take over the football, 1st and 10.
On first down, Hurts.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Complete to Chris Godwin.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route, and the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat, and then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Offside, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the route is on here in this first half. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his goal. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25.
One play at a time. Here we go.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed.
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the Saints who come away with the victory at home. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. From there, we're off to check out another game. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 30-24 was the final. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. 35-10 was the final. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught by Mike Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Now they can put...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off around the 41. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Looking downfield for... He's got a man complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Let's go.
Chris Godwin with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's going to let it go again. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And this...